Hi there, I'm Christine Josty of Mail Something Pretty, and I make cards and do classes, and I live right here in Norwell. And so I wanted to thank you for joining this Norwell Council on Aging class. I wanted to thank Debbie for asking me to teach the class as well as coordinating all the signups. So this is what you are going to make. We have 2 Halloween cards and 2 fall cards. And so the fall cards could be either just fall, or they could be Thanksgiving, but we will be doing another class in November, and that will include Thanksgiving cards as well. All right, so everything you need, or all the papers that you need, they're already done in your envelopes, and the only other additional thing you're going to need is some sort of glue, and tweezers is optional, but I find them to be helpful. And so we are going to start with this card. We'll do the 2 Halloween ones first. So the one with the orange card here is the one that you want. You open it up, you have all the things that you need. You have 2 different colored wreaths, you have 2 bats. I put a bat on the inside, and you have some gems for the eyes and some paper. Paper has 2 designs on it, so you can choose either side will work. So I think I'll just make this one polka dot, and you can see which side you like, the striped or the polka dot. Alrighty, so what I like to do in these square cards, you could set it up so this way, but I think they flop. So I like to hold the cards this way, so then when you open them to this side, when you hold them up, they won't flop. Alrighty, so I have this glue. It's just like a white glue. You might have a glue stick. Either one is fine. So I'm going to put glue on the back side of, so whatever pattern I do not want, I'm just going to put glue on the outer edges. And then I'm going to put it down on my card base here. I cut them so that there's a 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. So this pattern paper here is 4 by 4. And then we're just going to glue down. I'm just grabbing something so I don't make a mess of my surface. I have like a little rubber pad here, but paper's fine, or your tabletop is fine. And just this way it prevents if I get glue stuck, which I sometimes do. My wreaths are stuck here. This wreath opened up, and that's fine. I think in the other card too, one was kind of cut. I gave the broken ones to myself. All of yours are intact, but we're just gonna make them circles, so it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna put the black, well, actually, let's see, I was gonna put the black wreath on top. I think I still will, because then we won't see the bat. All right, so I'm gonna put the black wreath on first. I'm gonna put some glue. I don't have to glue everything, all the branches, so I'm just gonna put glue kind of in the middle here. And then you can pick it up with your fingers or the tweezers. And I'm just gonna put it right there in the middle and pat it down like that. And I'm gonna do the same thing with that gray wreath. I'm gonna put glue. Again, I don't have to put every leaf here, just a few. I'm gonna put my seam where my bat's gonna go, just in case I don't put it perfect. But again, yours is intact. See, I'm getting sticky. All right, like that, pat it down. Okay, and then, oh, you know what I didn't do on this? I'm gonna do it on yours, because yours are all cut. I just haven't put them in the envelopes yet. I have them here. I'm gonna put these dimensionals, or these pop-ups, on the back of your bat. So you might have 2 smaller ones. So you're gonna peel off the backing and then stick your bat wherever you want it. Because my seam's here, I'm gonna put it more in the middle. And it's okay if it overstretches the card, because when you put it in the envelope, there's still room. I kind of like it how it's overstretched on the card a little bit. You put your back wherever you'd like it. If you want it in the middle, you want it on the side. And then I'm going to take these 2 eyeballs and put them on my back. And this is where the tweezers come in handy. If you don't have tweezers, you can use your hands. You can use, some people use like the tips of scissors to kind of pick them up. Even just something, even just to pick them up. They have sticky on the back of them. And then for the bat on the inside, I'm gonna put a little glue and just put that guy there. So then you have, so that way you can see the striped and the polka dot. I like them both, and I don't think I have a favorite. So you can decide which pattern of the paper you like. And that's your first card. Okay, so I'm gonna do the next card is this Halloween card, the Boo card. So that has a gray card base. And all your pieces are inside. All right, so you have, just want you to be able to see everything. So again, these patterns of papers have 2 sides. So feel free to mix and match. For the sake of the video, in your time, I'm just going to follow what I did. But feel free, that one actually might look good with black. I may alternate that one. But you have your strips here, and so I'm gonna kind of put them in order. So when I glue them down, I know where I'm putting them. You might want to do that too, kind of put them down before you glue them down. Figure out, you know, do you want to move them around, however you want. And when we do glue them down, you'll notice that the borders between each of the strips is pretty uniform, pretty much the same. So you can be confident in when you put them down, when you get the first one down, you should be able to get the rest of them down. So this one has a little candy on it. So I'm going to put it down just like that. So my border is pretty similar here on the bottom, the top, and or bottom, the side, and the top. And then I'm going to kind of keep going on with that same width of the border. I mean, this one's cute too. It has little ghosts on it and skulls, but cute ones. So you can decide. I'm just going to, I think, just do what I did. So for each strip, the same thing. You can put glue down put the glue on the strip and then place it on the paper. If you were to put the glue on the card base, you may put it where you see the little seam, and then your card might be a little sticky. This one has ants on it. Some are, you'll see some of the are lighter and darker, but there's little ants. And the last strip here. Here we go, is our haunted house. Just like that. So we have our stripes. So then you have, this is a fun color, it's called Rich Razzleberry. I'm just gonna glue this little tab down here. Like that. And then I'm going to actually put the boo on this gray little label shape first before I put that down on the card. I think it might be easier. So your boos have a little backing. I put it's called adhesive paper, but if you peel it off, then it's sticky. So it makes it a little easier than putting glue on the letters. Maybe a little tricky at first to peel back, but hopefully you can get it. You can always use glue, but I found it easier. So you should get your fingernail in between that, the paper and the backing, and that just peels off. That's trash. at the O and the last O. There you go, blue. And same thing, actually, I will put these guys on for you. I guess I didn't do that part yet. I know I did it on the pumpkin and another thing, but I'll put these on before I put them in envelopes for you. So this backing just gets peeled off, and this gets just put on, and it raises it up, so it gives a nice little interest. Your spider already has one on there. So you peel that backing off, that one's black. Put your spider anywhere. Like if you want your spider over here, you want it wherever you want it. I think I'm gonna put it down a little bit on this one. Wherever you want your spider. And it's nice and glittery. Okay, so that's your second Halloween card. All right, so this one is kind of a cool card. It opens up differently. Actually, I think each of these cards open up slightly different. It opens up just the brown is just a flat panel, and then we're going to put this folding piece on top. So when it sits like that. So it's a little different. It's kind of fun. So that is this one. So all your pieces are inside that fold. So this piece is already scored, so this is what's going to go on top. And I'm trying to think if it would be easier for me to stick the stripes on before we do that or after. I think we'll just put it on top. Okay. So put strips glue on one side, and then this, whoops, we're going to center this right in the middle. So you have these little brown strips on either side. So when you open it up, it looks like that. And then you write your little message. And so we are also, this one also has strips of paper that we're going to glue down. You can put them in any order that you like. Again, I think I am just going to copy what I did. Otherwise, you'll be sitting here with me and I'll be keep changing my mind. And you don't need to watch a video for me to do that. So I'm putting them in the order of how I have it. Again, you can put them in order and then you can play around with them. Oh, am I missing one? Oh, here it is. It's two of those. All right. So no matter what order you put them in, they're all the same measurement. So they should all fit nicely on that strip there. All right. So what I'm going to do is, let me push this over a little bit. Again, I'm just going to use this as my little mat for when I glue. All right. Oh, I'm doing exactly what I didn't want you to do. All right, so I put glue on this little strip, and this one's a bigger strip, so it's not as big of a deal. But it's harder to pick up with the glue. So I'm going to put this one down first. All right, what I wanted you to do is actually put glue on this vanilla paper first, because then I think it will be easier for you to then put that on there and line them up. I'm going to do the glue each time. You could cover the whole thing with glue, but then just be wary, you might get sticky. So I'm just going to do it one at a time. This is fun paper because some of it has gold and copper foil or like shiny on it. So it's fun. And then I mimicked it with the copper pumpkin. So this piece here, I actually cut a little bit wider than I did on this one because you may notice, I'm going to show you, I had a little bit of white left over, which is okay. But I wanted all my papers to be together. So hopefully when we get to the bottom, they'll match. And I may, well, we'll get there and I'll tell you what to do if it's a little too long. And I know some of these are really skinny, so I think it's much easier to put the glue on this base, this paper, than it is to put it on the strip. You don't need tons of glue, so you don't want glue oozing out anywhere. So you can kind of see I'm just doing a little line. All right, I did some solid, like this is just a solid color because I thought if each one was printed, it would have been a little bit too busy. Because it is kind of a busy striped card, but I think that helps tone it down a little bit. All right, so let's, ooh, I think it's actually gonna work out perfectly. I think this, yep, is gonna fit just right. Oh, good. I'm glad I cut that strip a little bit wider. All right, what I was gonna do, if it doesn't, I was just gonna have you overlap that last one a little bit. If you have room, you can do that. Just go on top of the paper. All right, so there are our stripes. And then you have two pumpkins. This is kind of nice detailed pumpkin. And then this one's gonna go on top. So I do not have that stickiness on there, but what's gonna happen is this pumpkin's gonna cover it up. So I'm just gonna put a little glue. I'm not putting it on the whole thing, but just enough so it holds it down. It's like a little trick. It holds down the pumpkin, and then this one has those dimensionals again. So just peel off the backing. When you put it down, it's going to cover up where we had that glue. How's that? Little trick. Because to put glue on all those little details, that's going to be a pain in the neck. Okay, so that's that card. I like this one a lot. All right, so our last card is a nice fall wreath card. So these fall ones, again, these can be for fall birthdays. They can be as a hello, maybe Thanksgiving. They could be a sympathy or a thinking of you, get well. There's lots of reasons why you can use. This is my other broken wreath, but we're not even gonna see it when I put it together. So you have two wreaths, two wheats, and a bow. And I texturized this green paper with the birch trees. So you can decide if you want the birch trees to kind of be concave or convex. They both look nice. So we're gonna glue that down first. We're gonna put that on our, this is called crumb cake or craft paper. Like that. It has a little bit bigger of a border than the back card. It's a little thicker, but it's even on all the way around. And then do the same thing. I'm gonna put, you can decide which, let's see, which wreath you want down first. You want this is Cajun color and then pumpkin pie on top, or do you want the pumpkin pie on the bottom and the Cajun on top? I think because this is such a dark color, I'm gonna do what I did here. But you can choose whichever one you want down first. You're gonna put glue on first. Same thing. I'm just gonna put glue kind of in the middle. I'm going to put my seam because mine's broken, but again, yours is not broken. Kind of where I'm gonna put the bow. Kind of hide it a little bit. Just press it down. And I'm gonna put glue. You can, there's actually a right side and a wrong side. Not that it matters too much, but there's a little bit of a detailed on it. So we want to put glue on the opposite side. You can pick it up with your fingers. You can pick it up with tweezers. I'm just gonna put it right down. I'm not gonna be fussy. Just going right on, right on top. My glue will dry clear, so we won't even see where I put it. Okay, so then we have these two pieces of wheat. one has kind of two on it, one's single. So you can arrange those wherever you want. I kind of put them here, so I'm going to put with a bow. But if you want to put them somewhere else, that's fine. Again, I just put some glue down. Not on the whole thing, because I like how it raises up a little bit. I get very sticky. And then on this one, I'm going to kind of cross them over a little bit. And then lastly, we have the bow. And I did put one of those pop-ups on there. So you just peel that off and stick that wherever you like. I'm just going to put it right there. Okay. So let me pull out these cards again. So those are the two fall cards we just did. And then the two Halloween, again, you can choose stripe or polka dot. Put them both down. And then the boo with the glittery spider. So those are your cards. That's your class. So again, thank you so much for purchasing the class, participating in the Norwell Council on Aging activities. Deb and Susan do a fabulous job, and I'm so glad to be part of them. We will be having a class in November on Thanksgiving, and I might do a card that could be for Christmas or Hanukkah, and then we'll be doing Christmas cards, and some of them might be thank you cards in December. So there's 2 more classes coming up before the end of 2021. So thanks again. My name again is Christine Josty, and my little company is called Mail Something Pretty. Have a great day and enjoy putting your cards together. Bye-bye.